Hello, students. Take a look at where I'm at. Take a look around. Do you miss your old desk? Some of you might be wondering, hey, Mr. Patterson, why are you back in our old classroom and not at home sheltering in place? And the answer is that I was having some issues with my Chromebook, and so I needed to come in and get some things worked on. So I came into the Chromebook Center and I thought, you know what? This would be a good time to film the next video for you guys. And by the way, if you have issues with your Chromebook at any point in time, the Chromebook Center is still open, and I posted information on how to make an appointment to get your Chromebook repaired excuse me, on my Canvas page. Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty and talk about what these next 8 weeks are going to look like. As all of you know, we just finished 2 weeks of the enrichment, and now we're going to be moving into the next phase, which actually is for credit. Okay, so I want to just make this really clear at the outset. The first 2 weeks were for participation points and just to kind of figure out how we were going to move forward. And I get that a lot of you guys didn't see the need in participating or turning in assignments, although a lot of you did, and I really appreciate it. But let's be real, okay? A lot of you guys didn't. If you don't turn in your work and you don't participate from Monday, April 13th forward, then you won't earn credit in this class. Now, that doesn't mean you'll fail. The way we're going to handle this is credit, no mark. If you do the assignments and you follow the directions I'm about to give you, you'll get credit for the class and you'll move on, okay? If you don't, then you will get what's called a no mark, and the no mark means that you have to take this class next school year. So I'm going to make this as seamless as possible. I don't want to create a situation where I'm posting all of these assignments and people that do all of them get the same credit that someone gets that does half. That's not fair, right? So here's how I'm going to work it. Here's how I'm going to break this down. First of all, April 13th until June 5th is the time period that we're working with, okay? That's 8 weeks. So how I'm going to break it down is I'm going to create 4 2-week units, okay? And the first unit is going to be the Cold War. The second unit is going to be the Vietnam War. The third unit is going to be civil rights. And then the fourth unit is going to be 1970s until 9/11. It's about 30 years of history, and we're going to go really quick through it, okay? I know a lot of you might be thinking Cold War. We've already done 2 weeks on the Cold War. Well, not all of you have. Only those of you that have participated in the enrichment have done anything on the Cold War. And so we're going to kind of get a little bit more into the Cold War in the next 2 weeks. So how is this going to work? Well, every Monday by 9 a.m., I will have posted your week's worth of work. And this is true for all of your classes. For this class, I'm going to post 4 potential assignments. You need to choose 3 of them, okay? So let's do some math here. If I post 4 potential assignments every week for all 8 weeks, that's 32 assignments between April 13th and June 5th. If you do 3 of them every week, that's 24 out of 32, which is 75%. So this is my way of allowing you guys to choose the assignments that you want to do at the same time. No one is doing a lot more than someone else and getting the same grade. All of you guys, in order to pass this class, need to have at least a 70%. And if you do 24 out of 32 assignments, you'll have a 75%. So you'll have some wiggle room there in case something isn't done all that correctly. But at the end of the day, here's the deal. At the end of the day, you guys need to have a 70% in this class by June 5th. And you might think, well, what if I have a 90%? It doesn't matter. If you have a 90%, you still get credit. If you have a 70%, you still get credit. So this is why I'm saying pick the 3 activities that interest you the most out of the 4 and leave the other one. You might wonder, wait a second, so what happens to that 4th activity? I picked the 3 that interest me the most. What happens to the 4th one? Well, you get a 0 on the 4th one, but that's okay. And the reason why that's okay is because at the end, if you at least do 3 activities, 3 assignments, and you get full credit on them every week, by the end, you'll have a 75% and you'll get credit for the course. I will be available for individual tutoring. Period 3 it gets office hours on Thursday, and period 4 gets office hours on Friday. But let's take a look at what the agenda looks like. From this point forward, it's going to look very similar to what I'm about to show you. So let's dive right in. As you guys may have noticed, this agenda has changed a little bit. Instead of broken down by day, it's going to be broken down by week. This is exactly what the first week is going to look like. And notice that there are 4 categories, right? So what's due this week? When is it due? Helpful links, and then finally announcements. So let's take the first category of what's due this week, and you'll see the 4 activities that I've assigned. Again, you just choose 3 to complete by Sunday, April 19th, 11:59. And then the next category is helpful links. There are 8 different links there. The first one, class overview, is going to be a Google Doc that discusses everything that I just covered right now. So if you need to go back and read something, feel free to do that. But look at all these other helpful links in this category. The instructions for Google Slides, the instructions for Google Map activities, the class list for Quizlet if you need to join my class. There's an online textbook that you might be doing some reading from. There's a Zoom help sheet. And then the period 3 and period 4 Zoom office hours sign up for Thursday and Friday. And then finally, announcements. So a lot of information there for you guys. If you have any questions or any problems, and please remember my late work policy. If you're having some sort of issue with something, please just email me before the assignments are due that Sunday at 11:59, and I'll give you the extension on a case-by-case basis. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I guess it's over here, right? Please subscribe. Have a great one, and we'll talk to you guys soon.